Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Atlas Cup playoffs for BCS. We're in once again another do or die situation between two of the teams that we have in front of us today, Swamp versus Savanna. A game between basically Team 3 and Team 4. A game that anyone can win at this point in time, and a game that means oh so much to both of these teams. Whoever goes out here does not earn a medal, does not earn third place. They instead go down in fourth as potentially one of the most forgotten places basically ever. You remember last place, and you remember first, second, and third, but fourth, no one remembers who's fourth place. So quite an exciting game we have, and obviously it is a third to fourth place matchup. And historically, from other cups that we've seen, Nigeria versus Cameroon in 2017, France versus Iceland in 2018, those matches tend to go the distance. They tend to be ultra competitive, and I think that this is going to be no exception here. We've got Savanna and Swamp, two teams that have massively improved since this cup's beginning, and two teams that are now in a situation where they have to prove their worth. Winner of this will go on to fight either Polar or Summit, the loser of that game, which will be played, I believe, later tonight. So this is something. I'm actually really excited about this one. This is a game that means a lot, and I couldn't think of anything better. My name is Razor, and I'll be dragging us through this game that we will get started very, very quickly. A little bit of a history check for any of these players, for any of you watching. A lot of old heads on the side of both of these teams. Kingston and Waldo and T-Bone all been playing at least, I believe, since 2015. I'm not sure about Waldo and Kingston. I might have to do my double checking there. But T-Bone winning his first cup back in 2015. And on the side here of Savanna, we've got Tumbleweed, probably the oldest player on this team, one of the only old players on this team, coming in here. Savanna, in general, one of the youngest teams we've seen comparatively to all the other ones. Two players, No Zero and Fire Demon, to look out for mostly because they have either played only one cup or none. I think this is No Zero's debut, with Fire Demon already having played in 2021 with Washed. So there's a little bit of a history lesson here. Sonokito and Yukri is also some pretty old players. Sonokito having played since the first cup back in 2014. So quite an eccentric lineup we have for both of these sides, but it's time that we get underway and stop blabbering. As game number 1 of tonight is underway, one of these teams is going home and meeting Tropics at the retirement center. One of them is going to move on to fight against either Polar or Summit. Already off to a hot start here on the side of Swamp, but Savanna get a fast break away from that. Sonokito and Yuikri is the double duo powering and trying to overpower Fire Demon. Not out there, and Sonokito recovers the steal. You have Yukri's on the middle. Kingston now looking to see if he can cut it over to Yukri's. It's quite a hard pass. Sonokito now finding himself outside the box. Usually you see him shoot for these, but will instead pass back to Waldo. Savanna, it's a very strong defensive team. Louis misses the glove, though. Snarblack's good positioning. Potent defender here. The best defender in the league right now, statistically. Already helping out his team. Nearly missing that glove there was Louis, who's been playing an ultra-aggressive playstyle as of late, but will that come back to bite him is the question as Uicrease gets past Snarblacks. Uicrease gets past 3! Fire Demon, Louis, and Snarb all can't put him down. Trying to chain him away from that ball. Trying to get him away from the goal. Couldn't do either of that. The 3-man coverage does not work out here. And it's 1-0. Savanna already down, but looking to see if they can apply a pressure as they are inside the box. Cut over to Tumbleweed. Goes right, however, to T-Bone. What a start here. An ecstatic goal that Swamp definitely could have needed. And Uicrease, I'm telling you, man, you just got to enable that dude. And he just goes absolutely ballistic in the back net. But now it's the chance of Savanna here. Tumbleweed has a break, but look at the crowding between Sonokito, Waldo, and Kingston. Each of them getting that ball instantaneously. No Zero, though. Good coverage. T-Bone chasing Kingston after that, though. Sonokito. Kingston and Tumbleweed having two very similar skill sets, except Tumbleweed having a lot more striking power, with Kingston being a midfielder. Previously, once a striker here. Uicrease, again, inside the box, but Starblack's good steal there. Keeping this away here from Uicrease. Portugal, I believe, is when Kingston played striker last in 2017. I can't remember any other of his stats, but he has transitioned into a much slower-paced midfield player. Gotta ask if he's been doing his job here, because this has been quite an aggressive start here from Swamp, and it's been working out so far. Kingston, however, in box with Sonokito, both looking for a ball opportunity. It's a steal, though, from No Zero. It's constituted as out from the from the chat, and I think that's been confirmed. Now the bomb here, Tumbleweed. There's a lot of Savanna players in control there. That bomb is too far, though. Oh, that could have been so close. Unfortunately, NoZero just passes it way too far, and Tumbleweed is not able to acquire that one. Bomb over above NoZero. It goes above him now. But Snarblacks still there for that. Yui Crease is stolen from. Everyone on Savanna now backing up as Yui's in the box. It's a good steal there. It's going to be a corner kick, but still. Almost another goal there from Swamp. Savanna struggling, surprisingly, on keeping Yui Crease locked out. This has been the best Swamp play we've seen so far on this offense. But once again, a lot of stalling. A bomb here, headed by Snarblacks. Pretty easy save from him. Now, it's all about that conversion. Even if Swamp get the ball here, if at any point Savanna is able to latch onto that and grab the ball like that, they need to start working their way upwards. But you can see how good the stall is. Tumbleweed pointed towards the goal. The ball will go in the way of that Savanna goalpost, but it's now cleared out. NoZero, the only one ahead at the moment. No one to pass to, has to contend against Kingston and Waldo ahead of him. Now passing opportunities are available, but Kingston hits it out. That's not good. First corner kick here for Savanna. Gonna go straight to Tumbleweed. Savanna now re-aggressing. Kingston over to Sonokito. They're down the middle. This is really dangerous here. But a good steal there from Tumbleweed. Or not a steal. Maybe it wasn't. He might have just right-clicked it. You've got Tumbleweed all the way up. And I think Louis can see that. He is going to try and bomb it forward. It's a risky pass there, but if it works out, it could be something quite good here for Savanna. Bounces off the chest of a Swamp player, but returns back into red favor. Tumbleweed now. Jumps a little bit too low. And Swamp are crowding the box. It's really hard for Savanna to try and make up this opportunity. Now pass it over to Snarblacks. Snarb back to NoZero. Pressure in the box is still very high. But so far, nothing has come of it. Tumbleweed, however. Ooh, almost dangerous there. Gloved by Norable. Immediately shuts it down. This cup has seen a lot of goalkeeper efficiency when it comes to clearing that ball. I don't think a goalkeeper has even been stolen from yet. I don't think anyone's been able to successfully block a ball here. Sonokito, that's such a good pass! But he shoots it right into Louis, who gloves it quite perfectly. Now just bombs it ahead. Tumbleweed is in a one-on-one with Waldo. And NoZero's open, but Waldo gets it. Huge play there by Waldo. The clear's not as good, but he's able to get it past Tumbleweed. That could have been very dangerous with NoZero cutting in from the right. Now the bomb there, not communicated effectively, it seems, as Yui Crease and Waldo are just going to capture that. Waldo now free to go and run this one forward as Yui Crease is back, however Snarblacks. Right in the face of that ball. Kingston, potential to steal here. NoZero, however. Effective here on this drive. You've got 4 players here on the side of Savanna now surrounded around this box. Opportunities can come anywhere. As NoZero looking for something. Tumbleweed nearly gets it. Airstall, though, by Sonokito will shut that down. The defense is too good here from Swamp, but it hasn't gone past. Header over by Tumbleweed, but it's no good. It was a good attempt. It's a really aggressive bomb. This has been a fast game. I mean, it feels slow, obviously, because no goals have actually gone in, but quite a quick game here. You can see Fire Demon bombs it up to NoZero. This could be so important there, but a good glove by T-Bone. It's risky. It's definitely risky, but it immediately shuts down the play. Putting Swamp at a much better position now to try and score yet another goal. They're up 1-0, remember. All they need is another. Oh, but Louis, a beautiful glove A very good play from Swamp, but they just cannot get past Louis in that moment. Now a bomb once again. This is not slowing down here for either of these teams, but Swamp. They're going to put a bookmark on that attack and have to now defend with Tumbleweed, running it down the middle. Bit of a weird situation with that ball. Sonokito recovers it and manages to put this. Ball now. Oh, headed out. No opportunities yet here for Swamp, but Kingston looking for one. You have Yui creasing. You have Sonokito very much open here. But it was just more so Kingston was not. Yui Crease still has the ball. Right click there. That's so unfortunate. It's air stalled, though. Right Tumbleweed. Now clearing it up to him. It's a one-on-one. Waldo, all he has to do is stall here, as Kingston is going to be right to his right to rotate for this. But it's still, once again, control here on the side of Savanna. Something they've been having very little of so far this game. Good steal there by Yui Crease. Playing a lot more defensively this game. He's been very successful on that mark. However, now getting stolen from. Snarblacks, realizing the situation, cannot allow Kingston to get ahead of him, will now rotate back, and Savanna are going to call this one off. Such a heartbreaking start here for Savanna's attack, but it could get only worse. The dime is so good! Are you kidding me? Sonokito enables Yui Crease to score that goal. And this situation is going to get so much more difficult for the side of Savanna, and it might only worsen here. The conditions are not looking very good on the side of Savanna. Quite moist, even. As you know, it's a swamp, and swamps are moist. And that does not make it any better. Kingston. Fouled by T-Bone, or Tumbleweed. Gonna get a yellow card. What? Now Swamp once again. Good attempt on that airsoft. Sonokito steals it out from Tumbleweed. Another possible dime is imminent, but it's a little bit too far, and nobody is there to respond. Kingston and Waldo both playing pretty defensive. And for this very moment is why Tumbleweed now going to start to make his break. The nerves are starting to... They're not very much nerves of steel at the moment here for the side of Savanna. The nerves are breaking down for Tumbleweed and company. Speaking of the man trying to make an opportunity, Fire Demon nearly receives it, but that's a really good header from Yui Crease, putting it out of play. Swamp have yet to defeat Savanna, but it's looking very doable as Yui Crease puts in a hat trick. A little bit of goalkeeping sloppiness there. Swamp are currently 0-1-1. But it looks like it could get better, though! T-Bone. This man does not stop. He is on the goalie machine 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. He does not sleep. He doesn't have time for his girlfriend, but he might have to make time for Tumbleweed and Nosy are both on this aggress. Tumbleweed not going for the pass, though. Finally, pass to Nozier, but the opportunity is just so dry. They're trying to make do with what they can. Nozier's in! Oh, what a solo play by Nas! A phenomenal solo play from Nozero. Drives it down the line and makes it his. Beautiful, beautiful start for Savanna's offense. What a play from Nas. But it's still 3-1. And it still looks like it could get worse. This defense has to be really good here from Starblacks, and it's perfect. Savanna, at the very least, can side this one away. They have a minute of extra time to work with here to see if they can make this just a little bit better. But it's a good header. The only tie in BCS history, sorry, BCS, in Atlas Cup history, has been that Savanna Swamp tie. There are no ties this time around, though. Overtime has not happened yet, but it is in the rulebook. 4-4, the only 0-game deficit so far this entire cup. And Swamp, their arch rivals here now against Savanna. They're looking to get their first victory, and what an important victory it would be. A lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, have Savanna in their third place category. They have them above Swamp. And so far, the regular season has shown that they're right. Savanna finishing right above Swamp with 3 points. That's only a victory. Only one victory of a difference. As Swamp went 3-1-4 and Savanna won. Or sorry, Swamp went 2-1-5 and wait. My brain doesn't work very well, sorry. Savanna 3-1-4 and Swamp 2-1-5. Savanna having a -9 goal differential and Swamp having a -3. These two teams are so close. Missed there by Snorlax, unfortunately. Gives Swamp all the time in the world to rotate back. Snorlax over to Fire Demon. But Sonokita receives it. And now Swamp have it back. They're going to get it to the goalkeeper. They're going to get back to the goalkeeper and not in the net. I don't think there's been an own goal this cup so far, not counting, goalkeeper bumps. But now Tumbleweed. Oh, this is really good. He has no 0 to his right. He's going to go for the solo play. He goes it high. He had so many chances there, but unfortunately just shoots it way too high. Tumbleweed has the highest striking stats on his team. So you can expect him to go for shots like that, but maybe the pass was better. You can only know what's going through a player's mind if you actually play the game, though. You can't imagine what's going through Tumbleweeds, so. And now Tumbleweed knows this is another opportunity that they have, but look at the time they've taken to actually get into this. No 0, messes it up as well. And Sonokita will just play coverage. 2 minutes remaining now for Swamp, or for Savanna. Pass over to Sono. Covered by both No Zero and Tumble. They're just going to slow this one down. Now with Yui Kreese getting the ball here. They're past Snorlax. However, No Zero right in between Sonokito and Yui. It's a bit of a far pass, but Tumbleweed is able to acquire that. Waldo backing up into that one. He could have stolen that one. Now pass over to Snorb. Over to Fire as well. All these players are open, but are they good for this pass? Oh, no! That could have been everything right there from Tumbleweed. No Zero still has it, though. It's possession in the hands of Savanna, but for how long? Nas now making his attempt. Trying to run through Sonokito and Kingston, but can't do it. Sono now in a 1 versus 1. This is dangerous territory. Yui Kreese, very good at receiving dimes through players. You can't count him out, no matter what. Unfortunately, a very underrated striker this cup so far, just due to his team's results. And due to them not being able to capture the glory that they want for being cup champions, both Sono and Yui. But you still cannot deny the talent and skill on both these players. And everyone, for that matter. Sono. Has Yui Kreese in the box. Another pass there. It's passed and it's in! You gotta cover Yui. You cannot spend time blocking Sonokito. You gotta go to the problem itself, not the source. That's so unlucky. They're trying to block Sonokito because they thought he would be the issue, but Yui Kreese is the issue all along. You can't just have one man covering him when he's in box. Now 4-2, and that pass is high. It's going to go out. And now the half ends with a 4-1 scoreline. Unexpected from Savanna. They are down in the dumps. A team like this, receiving one of their hardest opponents this entire cup. Swamp have the potential to snag away a guaranteed third place. As T-Bone pisses behind the goal. We'll take the half. Whew. This is quite the start. If you're watching this, I'd be surprised if you expected this, to be honest. This was supposed to be a really close game. But the second half is where things start to ramp up and nerves start to get a little bit, in the forefront here. If T-Bone or Tumbleweed or anyone for that matter on the side of Savanna can't calm their team down and, realize that the pressure is not that great, that they can just relax a little. That's what matters the most. It's that mentality. Teams have 15 minutes, but it feels like nothing. It feels like seconds. It feels like every single millisecond matters whenever you're down like this, whenever you're a team like Swamp, or a team like Savanna. And that's disgusting. I said it. Five Guys is so much better. I don't know why people are always so in and out and all this. It's the most woke burger I've ever seen in my life. I'd rather eat Burger King. Yeah, everyone's so woke about it. Everyone's like, oh my god, you should eat an In-N-Out. Like, go slay. It's giving burger vibes. Like, no, shut up. That is the worst fast food I've ever seen. Anyway, on the topic of that, let's talk about fast a little bit. Because I think that the tempo has been extremely quick for both of these teams, but we've only seen little glimmers of hope when it comes to putting a ball in the net. I think that on the side of both Savanna and Swamp, it's been very, like, they get a fast break, and then they just shoot when you don't expect them to. There are no setup opportunities. It's either you fail or you don't. Two extremes. And unfortunately, it's been a very slow game here from Savanna. Teams like Tropics have been having this weakness on their attack, where they just take too much time. They deliberate for way too long. And I'd like to think that that's exactly what's happening here for Savanna. And also, the passing plays have been kind of mild. Tumbleweed has had many opportunities, same with No Zero, where they can pass into the ball. Sorry, pass to their teammate and just shoot from there. But instead decide to make a solo play happen. It's only worked once so far for No Zero. It'll be shocking to see a team like Savanna go down so early in this cup. But Swamp they're making themselves look good. This is a very strong team Swamp that we're seeing. If this game were to go in the favor of Swamp, it'll be the only result so far that would have been consistent with the regular season. Polar getting first place, Summit in second. Savanna in third, Swamp in fourth, and Tropics in fifth. And so far, one of those has come true, with Tropics getting eliminated by the very team we see before us, Mr. and Mrs. Savanna. Could be that they're out of practice. I mean, they play a team like Tropics who just looks so bleak and mild. Now they have to come against a hard team. It's like, oh my god. The shock, the culture shock. Well, I think we're almost ready to get underway. Or just kill the fly in my room. I'm a beast. Seems like we have both teams ready, and that means we're going to get into the second half. Savanna versus Swamp. Already Tumbleweed on this fast break. Pass over to No Zero. Trying to get it back there to Tumbleweed, but angles it a little bit to the right. Giving Sonoki that advantage. No Zero now. Passing opportunities are a little bit straggled here. Not a lot of chances. But now Tumbleweed just goes for the pass. It's a bit far, though. It goes to Snarb. Snarb's going to shoot it. Snarb, oh my goodness. What the heck just happened? Snarblax went from defense to offense there. He gets a goal. 47 seconds in, and you have your defender scoring 4-2. Savanna get their start. Snarblax goal. Would you believe it? Snarblax has scored a combined total of 2 goals in the regular season, having a 50% shot rating. Now with him scoring a third time for his 5th shot, I believe that's around 60%. Pretty accurate guy right there. Kingston, however. Now over to Sonokito. They're going to capitalize through everybody. Swamp responded in kind with a goal from Sonokito. Now a 5-2. The lead still +3 on the side of Swamp. And Sono's not making this easy at all, delaying time. Now the pass to Tumbleweed. Trying to get through both Waldo and Kingston, Waldo and Sono, but they're making this very difficult. Fire Demon. A pass to Tumbleweed. Oh, it's off the post again. His second post shot. That is very unsatisfying. Now super header. Whoo! Oh boy. Louis gets it. And it's back over to Savanna. A very close game, even though the scoreline may say different. Sonokito has Yui Crease. Kingston goes for the shot, or maybe a cut to the middle. Kingston receives it back, though. Gets it to Sono. Sono up in the air, but knows you're reading into a play that's been ran many times before from Sonokito and Yui. Passes it up. Oh, what is the miscommunication there? And Sonokito's going to BM in kind. Now pass all the way over to Yui Crease. It's up and over, but the wall is too great. Kingston now keeps it in possession for Swamp. Oh, no! It's such a clean shot, and it is a 6-2. One of the historically best defensive teams in this cup are struggling against Swamp. A scoreline they never even thought possible is looming upon them. This is such a tough game so far here for Savanna. Is it over yet, however, is the question, and while the answer is no, it does look dire, as there's only 11 minutes left for Savanna to score 4 goals. Possibly sending us into our first OT. Good block there from No Zero. He's been having himself a stellar game, and they need it right now, as it's been sloppy in this very quiet game from both Fire Demon and Tumbleweed. Tumble getting a few shots towards net, but none of them coming to fruition. Tumbleweed has gotten 4th before. He's been on Poland in the Euro Cup, and he certainly doesn't want this to happen again. But with this scoreline, man, it does not look easy. He's actually also gotten fourth in the Leicester City Premier. The Premier Cup. He was on Leicester, so he got fourth twice. I don't think he wants to happen again, but it might just happen again. Yui Kreese just trying to run it past. Oh, he's got it again! 6 goals, I think, this game for Yui Kreese. Oh, you can't be serious. It's a nightmare. It's a disaster on the defense here from the side of Sav. Their offense not looking too pretty either, as it's been so slow for both of these teams. Your primary strikers, Fire Demon and Tumbleweed, both not even getting a single goal. It's been Snarblax and Nas, but here's a good chance. A pass to Nose, but he misses. Goes for the shot, and it's back to Tumbleweed. Tumbleweed just blocked his own shot. Can you believe it? Oh no. What is going on in the House of Commons? I need to know. What a nerve-wracking game here for Savanna. 5 goals is what they need now. That's a challenge that not many can complete, even without this scoreline. And it looks like it might be 6. Kingston. Good steal there from Tumbleweed, though. Has Kingston right behind him. But he's going to have to get past Waldo. Everyone on the side of Swamp is going to rotate back now. Yui Kreese has no one to pass to at the moment, except for Kingston if he'd like to. Now Yui going to run this up without the pressure of the ball on him. Inside the box there. Receives it. This is dangerous already, but Snarblax steals it away. The short cell passes are deadly. Sonokito and Yui, however, will gang up on Snarb. Accidental right click, though. You have Tumbleweed all the way back, cherry picking. This could be what you need. But he's stuck between 2 defenders. He's got to get this goal. It's so crucial, but he messes it up. Waldo, he clears it out to... Well, no one, but it's still a clear nonetheless, and that cherry picking play has been shut down. However, has this one been shut down? Tumbleweed pass to Nas! And it's a second goal here to Nas. Second goal for No Zero. 7-3. There are signs of life in this Savanna team. But how much longer can you go before your time runs out? Half of this half is gone. And Swamp are going to make a very early attempt at this goal. Pass over to Yui Kreese. He gets it. This is already so dangerous, but a good steal. Puts it out of contention. When Yui gets in or near that small box, 9 times out of 10, it's already over. Nas now has the cherry picking play to Tumbleweed, but just can't even get the ball out of Sonokito's hands. Yui Kreese in the box. This 2-pronged attack is working out so well. Sono might just go for the shot here. Nas, Sono still has it. He doesn't glove it. Louis doesn't glove it, but it's stolen. Glove the damn ball. He can't. He absolutely can't. And Sonokito puts it back. It's an 8-3. Surely this is not how this ends. 5 goals now need to be scored on the side of Savanna. And they've been having trouble getting even 3. But now Tumbleweed. Gonna reassess here. Looking for that pass, but Yui Kreese reads into it so well. The veterans on this team, on the side of Swamp, are now showing up here. Yui Kreese accepts that pass from Kingston. Has an opportunity to pass. Goes to Sono. Sono might just look for the shot. It's not in, though. A beautiful glove there from Louis. But we need you to watch the clocks. Tumbleweed gets it. But Waldo! Good defense, but he throws it right back into Savanna's hands. It doesn't matter in the end. It seems like the clock is only ticking faster and faster. ET is added. 1 minute. Fire Demon has it. No zero. This is what's needed! Back to no zero. They need to get this. It's a glove from T-Bone. And now Soto Keto is all the way up. A cherry pick. It's demoralizing. Louis will save it, though. But it's back. Soto Keto winning this one-on-one with Storm. Can he win it against Louis? He can't. Start biting your nails if you're a fan of Savanna. A good save there from Louis, though. Tumbleweed up again. This cherry-picking play has been unsuccessful thus far, as Waldo has been clamping him every single time. And it's happened again. Tumbleweed in very unfavorable positions for this. Sarb. Much needed grab there. Savanna now starting to re-aggress. Yui Kreese, however, not making this easy. Nas, a pass over to Snarb. What's it going to be here for Snarblax? Gets it over. No! Fire Demon can't get it, though. It's a piece of trouble that they've been having this entire cup. Both Fire Demon and Nas, to some extent, is just receiving the ball in a pass. It was such a beautiful pass. Much like that. A little bit of a less egregious case as Fire Demon once again gets it. Tumbleweed now in a 1 versus 2. But is it going to be the exact same story we've been repeating? It looks like it is, but it's not! Tumbleweed now to the back net. 8-4. Will Savanna be able to play around with this minute of extra time that they have? It seems like they might be packing their bags already and moving out of this cup. But once again, they're alive and they're breathing. But for how long? As Yui Kreese somehow gets it. It's a beautiful glove there. A much important glove for Louis. And he's not going to waste any time. The steal, though, does not make that a far pass. Not the far pass they wanted, but it's over Kingston. Tumbleweed now to 1 versus 1. Fire Demon's to a right. This is your chance. This is the chance. Fire Demon gets it. It's a shot, but it's a block by Waldo. That was it. That was the goal. That was the moment for Savanna to recalibrate. But they're going to try again. They're not stopping Fire Demon. It's blocked by Kingston. Defensive stats are through the roof right now for this Swamp team. Everything else in between as well, as Yui Kreese is not missing. Now Sono Keto, a solo play, just going to go for the shot. And it's 9-4. Tell me this is the scoreline you expected. Tell me this is the result that you would have imagined for these teams. Absolutely not. You'd be lying between your teeth. Now Fire Demon. Nas has it. But what can this turn into is the question. He gets it past everyone, but it's stolen. They just want to get the ball rolling. Literally. Snarb. Not being challenged at all. Everyone is just covering their man. Fire Demon looking for a shot, but Waldo, are you kidding me? The Oracle so far this game. He just knows where the ball's going to be no matter what. We might be spelling the end here for Savanna. A pass over to Sono Keto. It gets through everybody! Looking for the shot there, but Fire Demon in a good position. Looking to clear it. Tumbleweed's back again. This cherry-picking play has been so unsuccessful so far. But No Zero gets it. Tumbleweed's already pretty much covered, though. You have to have Fire Demon come in as that third man. It's a pass over, but no roll blow. Just gloves it. The pass is too far. No one on the side of Savanna able to run into that. And now Yui Kreese puts Snarblax in a 1 versus 2. It's a pass to Sono, but Snarb receives it regardless. His defensive plays also important at this very moment in time. How can you get 5 goals in this time, though, in a minute and a half? It seems undoable. And now Uikrease, once again, through Snarblax, looking for Sonokido. This was a game that Swamp were expecting to lose, but it looks like it might be Savanna instead. A beautiful glove from Louis, but what does it mean at the end of the day? The cherry picking is just not working, but they're trying it over and over and over again. We might be spelling the end here. And it seems like we are. With 1 minute remaining, Savanna were the authors of their own biography, or autobiography of their destiny. But it seems like their destiny is to lose to Swamp, to always be fourth if you're Tumbleweed. His third time being in a fourth place position. He doesn't want to go out without a flame crackling, though, and it seems like he will at the end of the day. With 20 seconds remaining, it's all but over. Savanna, you would have never, in any of your power rankings, in any of your estimates, could have expected a goal stat line like this. But as the time dwindles down, and as Sonokido puts himself in a one-on-one, Swamp, they're going to look high. As no matter how this goes, it's all over, and a 10th goal is how it will end. Swamp, absolutely unexpected. They get their dub against Savanna. Unbelievable. We've seen probably one of Savanna's worst performances ever. It sucks to say, but it's true. Savanna are unable to claim what's theirs. Our second team eliminated from the Atlas Cup is Team Savanna. They will go down in fourth. It's not what you wanted. Wow. I think we're doing interviews. You gotta feel a little bit for Team Savanna. Players that were so hungry. A team that looked indomitable. It was so good. It was so good. This game came down to the wire, but unfortunately, that's all they're going to get. We'll be back quickly with team interviews with Savanna. Congratulations. Are we doing interviews with Savanna? I guess we're doing interviews with Savanna. I guess we're doing both teams. We're doing both teams, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, both teams. We'll be back very shortly with those interviews. Congratulations to Team Swamp, but we'll see you in a bit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our Atlas Cup. I'm here with tissues everywhere for Savanna. You guys lost. How could you lose? Anyway, good game, guys. I know the scoreline has a whole different story to say, but Louis, I just want to get some opening thoughts. Some pretty basic, casual question here. You've come pretty far with this team, and I expected you guys, honestly, to be third. If I were to have a power rankings, I would have put you guys right in smack dab in the middle of third. What did you expect out of this team? I mean, obviously this loss sucks, but, you know, what were the things that you were happy about as you progressed through this cup?
I was just happy to see that, just like, you know, how much like people, like, as things were going, just like nobody like stopped believing in the team. Yeah, so I really like that.
I respect it. You guys don't seem like a team that tends to give up very often. I know, even in the face of defeat, you were always going for shots and always trying to make play opportunities happen. So I'm proud of you guys for that. Now, Naz, you had a good game here. 2 goals. Also making some opportunities happen for your team. I want you to look over to your striker over there, Mr. Tumbleweed or Fire Demon, either of them, because they've both been kind of playing potent striker positions. What are you most happy about teaming with them throughout this entire cup?
You know, just learning from one of the best in Tumbleweed, and, you know, having them have my back and just giving me the confidence to make these great decisions in game, you know?
And you guys did. You guys made some pretty stellar decisions. I really liked that solo play that you had. I really gassed you up for that because that looked really good. The rest of you, I mean, y'all look good. I'm really surprised you actually lost because it didn't even look like you guys were playing too bad. Now I'm going to shift over to the right here. Excuse me, I'm very overweight. Fire Demon, my man, your debut season as a striker, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. You started out with Washed back in 2021, which is, I don't know, I wasn't there for that, so this is like me like trying to wash up on my history, but
yeah.
How far have you think that you've come, and would you do it all over again is my main question. Would you come back here as a striker and do it with this team, or would you rather play defense once again?
I'd probably 1,000% play striker again. Having Tumble as a captain, like Naz said, has been really learning experience. He's been really, you know, chill with me and Naz, even like, you know, I made little mistakes this game, making little mistakes here and there, and he's still really supportive all the way, and I'm really glad that he decided to take a chance with me and him this season. But I'd do it all over again if I could.
You make me cry, man. Okay. Starb. You've been a hot topic for me in my commentaries. I've seen your defensive prowess. It's been incredible. You are the highest rated defender, and I think it'll stay that way. I even sometimes watch you just to see like what I should do on defense. But what is it that you saw out of this team that really you just enjoyed the most? Like what was the most fun moment? You know, tell me a story maybe about a funny moment that you guys had in call. What was the defining moment of this team for you?
I guess personally for me, first off, it's just I was able to like adapt to a new play style that I probably wouldn't have been able to do for their team. So like, I guess I'm grateful for that. Having like people who can help me, I guess, break out from like how I used to play and kind of help me improve to getting like I guess the stats that I got this season. So that's good. And I guess some funny moments is probably had to be when Louis was reading with his plays. But hey, I mean they worked most of the time. But it was definitely funny to witness, I'll say. But I think those are probably the 2 moments I would say.
Yeah, you guys are going out with a smile on your face. I can tell. You guys had a really good season. I wouldn't even pin you at 4th place. You're like 3rd place part 2 at the moment for me, but we're gonna have to pin it over here to our final man of honor here, Tumbleweed. You've been playing forever, man. I mean, I remember you being my first captain back in 2016 when we were on Poland, and that we will talk about. But even on Leicester, you always had a positive impact on me. You taught me how to play defense. You enjoyed us. I can tell that this team means infinite numbers to you, and I'm sure that from everything that I've been hearing from both No Zero and Fire Demon, you mean an infinite number to them. So I just wanted to ask your final remarks on this team. That's as simple as that.
Yeah, hearing this interview just made, you know, the past month and a half so worth it. You know, losing's always hard. Swamp's a great team. You know, we saw it in their games against even like Polar, who's, you know, undoubtedly the best team. They prove a challenge to anyone to play. You know, they can make any game close. So I'm not angry that we lost, and, you know, it's part of the game sometimes. But just, you know, it's been such a fun season. And hearing this interview has made it all the more better. I'm glad that we just came out here and had fun. because that's what it's all about. We're not playing for money. We're not playing for anything else except, you know, we're just here as a Blockland community, as we have been for the past 10 years. You know, it's just awesome that we can come here year and out.
Take notes, boys. This is how you fucking captain. This is how you captain, boys and girls. Wow, I didn't expect this interview to be so tear-jerking, but we are gonna have to wrap it up as we got Swamp coming up next. Any final thoughts that you guys have for your team? Because it's been a phenomenal season for you guys.
Oh, monkeys.
Yeah, I guess hopefully we can all play together at some point again. You know, it's been a fun season. So.
Yeah, Savanna 2 in Casual League Season 2, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, is that what we're hearing? There's a future for these 5. Very stellar performance from these guys. I mean, you cannot bat an eye to these 5 anymore. They have proven their worth in this cup so far. 4th place is not something to look down upon, as they have beaten a lot of good teams so far. So thank you to everyone for watching this interview. Thank you to Savanna for playing in this cup, and we're gonna have to wrap it up here. We'll see you very soon with Swamp, but congratulations to Savanna for at least placing above Tropics. We'll see you in just a bit with Savanna or for Swamp. Okay, everybody, welcome to our winners interview. Hopefully a little bit less somber. Can you guys be a little funny this time? Because Savanna almost made me cry. But I have Swamp with me here, and your captain is missing because he's a little doofus. So we're going to go down the line here, and we're going to start with Mr. Waldo, probably one of our most experienced players on this team. Waldo, you were my first teammate back then, all the way over in Poland, and you made it work. You know, you really did. You made it work. So I wanted to ask, what made this team work today here against Savanna? What did you guys do to prepare for a team that really seemed like quite an obstacle at the beginning, but turned out not to be so with a 10-4 scoreline? Well,
first off, I got a shout out to the Cool Gang. They've been cheering us on every single game. So my hats off to them. We got to, support our fan base. But yeah, like, we just played the Swamp game, pass, share the ball, get on your man, communicate a lot, just play the Swamp way of life. And that's what we did, and we just stayed focused throughout the entire game, and that's how we won.
Wow, I like it. Clear and concise. So, seems like it was focused. It was the fan base. Shouting out the fan. I can't believe you guys have a fan. We don't have a fan base. Everyone hates us. But I'm going to shift over here to Kingston. Excuse me, Waldo. I'm going to fall. Kingston, you are a man of also a lot of experience. A midfielder, a striker, you name it. Portugal, you could go anywhere, and you'll see Kingston on the field. Any cup, anytime, any time machine. So what made this team different for you? What put you in a position where you decided that you wanted to switch over from striker, which might have been a long time ago regardless, but what made you have confidence to play midfielder for these guys?
Well, it's actually more or less a lack of confidence in my shooting ability that wanted me to be midfield, but I realized that I had an eye for passes, so I kind of wanted to be midfield and step away, let them who play more take more shots. And as long as I can be the outlet and give it to them, then yeah, it works out.
Definitely were. I think your assists are going to be through the roof through this cup, through these stats now. Kong, we have quite an interesting perspective here because you have been, sitting on the bench for a while, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, we have airflow. I was on the bench for a very long time, but you have a team that currently just placed third. This could be your highest placement. I'm not too sure. So what does it mean for you guys? And what does it mean for someone on the bench like you to just see your team out here succeeding? And what does it mean for you if this team keeps going forward?
Oh, absolutely. I have a couple things to say, but this team has, first off, out of all the cups that I've been benched in, which are many, this has been the loveliest, most open, heartfelt team. I've loved for all the players here. But as far as being benched goes, I mean, the problem I had before was that every time in all the cups I've been benched, it was all 6th place. Now to finally be in one where I'm benched, but now we're confirmed for 3rd place, that's not dead last. This is very good for my record. This is the highlight of my month. So I think going forward, this team has a magnificent shot to go to 2nd, to go to 1st, because when we put our minds to it, Waldo especially can really just achieve anything.
Wow, big shout there, Waldo.
Yeah, we love this dude. Kong is definitely at the heart of the swamp.
Hey, I mean, sometimes...
but the one game I did play in for Swamp, we had the highest goal scored. So just pointing that out there. Against traffic.
I mean, sometimes all you need is just a supportive guy. Sometimes that bench player can do wonders for you just because he's able to be that person to just lift your spirits up. But we have 2 slots missing here. I wanted to ask both Sonokito and Yui Kreese a question, but it's...
Guess who?
Wow. It's dumb, and it's dumber. Can you believe it? Holy crap, we've got mid. We've got mid over here, and we've got Yui Kreese. That's crazy. Sonokito, you're a good pal of mine. We've shared a team together. We've shared a commentary booth together. And Yui, we've shared a team together as well. I really saw just how good you were in this game and also on our team. You two, I wanted to ask you a question together.
Hey. Sorry, it's my first interview in a while. Can you sound more seductive?
Sono, you're so good, Sono. I can't believe it.
Thanks.
What a stunning performance from you.
I have to owe it to my team.
Bro. Okay, but I wanted to ask you two a question in tandem because you two have been the highlight players of your team. Sonokito has kind of been that backwards, passing style player, and Yui Kreese, you, my friend, have been the striker. You have been just putting balls into the back of the net. Anytime you're close to the box, it's been impossible to save against. I even had a hard time with you guys. So I wanted to ask you two a question. What made it work? What is carried over from the Atlas Cup since your All-Star victory back in 2021 that you guys like the most, and what has made you two so compatible together as a well orchestrated attack?
We've had including this cup. Yeah, we've had 3 cups of experience playing as strikers.
Right, that's right, with Leicester. Yeah.
Like with Leicester and
we know our play styles.
Yeah, so we're getting it done.
Yeah, and obviously it's quite a high honor. I can't remember which one of you two is the captain. Neither of you, right? It's Steven.
Yeah,
who's missing, but he got quite the steal. I'll drag him over here just to.
Where is he?
Where?
I'll fetch him over here just to be,
No. Next time, can we have I want to have interviews on the damn dock. No one ever fucking streams the dock down there.
All right, well, we'll do it next time and watch your language. Sono,
hey, look,
back
there's
to your
boats. There's boats. Why don't we get boats?
Get Louis out of here, bro.
We live in a swamp.
Why is Louis here?
Get him out. Get him out. Get him out.
Natural habitat.
Oh, I like
the. I'm literally down there.
Can we turn the lake into a swamp?
That's true.
My friends were watching.
Okay, this is derailing here. Let's bring it back because I actually did have to ask you like a little bit of a important question that I actually wanted you to answer for me. Your next opponent's either going to be Summit or Polar, so I wanted to ask you, what's next?
Best case scenario, Summit loses, and then we beat Summit, and then we get second place confirmed. or Summit beats Polar, and we have third place confirmed. So like, good luck. We're gonna do our best.
Well, that game is later tonight, and I will not be commentating, which means Sonokito.
Fuck off.
But Yui, you haven't been talking too much. You kind of let Sonokito represent for you. Yui, I wanted to focus on you for a little bit because right now you're the highest scoring player on your team, and it's kind of a no-brainer. What's I just wanted to. You can make this short. If you're socially awkward, as it seems like you are.
Why are you so close?
Man, you're good. You're an introvert, so don't worry about it.
Yeah. So I just wanted to ask you. I'll keep this short and brief for you, just so you can answer. As open as you want to. How are you feeling for the rest of the cup? You trust your teammates?
Yes, I do. Except for T-Bone.
Okay, well, I don't want to leave you guys too long. Congratulations on at least confirming third place, a result I actually can't say I expected.
Shut up.
But
I expected it.
But any final thoughts from any of you five that you want to spread out there before we go on to our next game?
Summit and Polar better watch out.
Shout out to my friend Rexukoi.
Yeah. Shout out to my friend.
Shout out to my friend
watching this game.
Rexukoi and Fancy Pants.
I'd like to shout out Nathan and Dimitri. They watch this game. They were spamming me.
Shout out to Ant in the universe who is benched with me for 2 cups in a row. Thank you for supporting me. Let's hope I'm not benched next year.
Hey, jump over here. Jump over here.
You next? Oh.
Get over here.
Yeah, I'll go.
Oh, this guy sucks.
Got this. Easy.
Oh my god.
Let's go. Wait. I think we got to crouch.
Any concluding thoughts before? Any concluding thoughts before you move forward? Is that it? All you guys
good.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Yep.
have your piece to say?
We
All right.
love you,
Well,
Razor.
congratulations. Congratulations to Oh. You got some.
Shout out to Muna for
You cheered for
doing
she
stuff.
cheered for Savanna in our last game. What are we shouting her out for?
Shout out to
have
Razor.
No idea.
Aww.
Being a
Whatever
lovely,
shouts me
a
out.
lovely buddy.
Shout out to
Razor.
Razor. Alright,
Shout out
the
to
best.
Drop the Tree.
Shout out to Razor.
Oh my god, you guys are so nice. I appreciate it. But thank
Shout
you
out
guys
to
so much.
Tyler.
We will have our Polar versus Summit game at some point because we don't know if it's happening or not. But thank you guys so much for watching our third place game. Take care. See you. Bye.